Yo, what's good? It's your boy, and as you can see here today, we are on the tier maker website, and I've been seeing some tier lists going around with super classes after the update, but we even got some more buffs and nerfs since the update is released. And I also noticed a lot of those are just, honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest, they're just not good tier lists. They're not accurate in my opinion. So I kind of want to just go through and fix the tier list, man. I'm gonna make one that's truly accurate, bro. So we're actually starting with the new class, Ranger. I've been seeing a lot of people put this in C or D, but for those that haven't experienced like the new class and haven't really fully tested it to its bounds, like all the super classes we've always had, this class easily makes high A, low S. We'll maybe put in low S at the end of the tier to see how everything else is doing. But yeah, that's just a starting point. For those that don't know, Ranger can do 6, 7, sometimes over 1,000 damage. Almost one-shot Yarthul with a singular move, Stinger. It only takes a couple turns to buff up. Like, truthfully, this class is so much better than people are making it. I just have to say, with this class, don't go arcane scaling, please. Speed scaling is the way to go. You get surprise package that has good scaling. You get really good damage. You get the Godspeed expedite ankle move. You know, speed is just so much better than arcane for Ranger. Now we have the newly moved to neutral class, Rogue. Used to be the orderly one. Honestly, Ranger is really good with Stinger for farming, but it doesn't really, you can't really go a luck build. So I feel like these two are incomparable. I feel like the luck builds are still really strong, but to be honest, if you're farming bosses, the only one you're ever going to use a luck build on is Yarthul. So I suppose for farming Yarthul, maybe getting rich off of that, maybe if you have Venia, you can like sell all your reality watches and then like buy up to expedite ankles and stuff. So I suppose we could put Rogue and Assassin in A. I know this is a hard start for daggers since they're all in A, but you gotta understand, truthfully right now, all three dagger classes are probably the most consistently good classes in the game. You got Assassin DOT, you got Rogue Luck, you got Ranger just crazy damage when speed scaling. You know, Assassin and Rogue, you could literally just farm Yarthul for days with these and just get crazy loot soloing him. But now we're moving on to the mages. Now, unpopular opinion, a lot of people actually really hate the mage builds, or the Hexers. People really hate Hexer, and I don't get why. You get two really good buffs. You can actually do a lot of damage with Ice Shard's Glare, and if you're an Amorous on a Hexer, it can go crazy with the Amorous race move. I forget what it's one. It's the one where you make the sword out of like the energy or whatever and you shoot it down. But yeah, I have a Hexer that builds like that. I'll probably make a video on it once I can get a full B2 kit. But it's low-key crazy, and I think anyone not willing to like give it the light of day to try it, I don't know, bro, they're just like haters, I guess. I think Hexer easily goes A, maybe bottom of A. We'll move it around once we get to there. Here is one that sadly might not even be making it to the B tier. Necromancer. It's alright. It's pretty decent. They did just in the patch logs make it only have a 40 turn cooldown instead of 99 or 999 turns, which makes it not a one use move, which I think is pretty cool, which may alone bring it from D to C. Next up we got Monk. Monk is really good. Low key for Thorion, I kind of think it's overrated. Like it's good, but like it's not that good. I'd say above Hexer and C. Because other than Thorion, tell me what use Monk has. Definitely not Yarthul. Definitely not farming mobs. It's definitely not to MV. So it's like, I don't know, it's just kind of useless. Oh, dude, now we got one of my favorite classes. Keep in mind with this next class, there may be a bit of personal bias. Brawler. First S tier. The reason Brawler's in S tier, though, is because for those don't know, you can make some crazy builds with it. Between debuff Brawler and just like overall strength scaling Brawler. Brawler can be one of the craziest classes in the game with a Chaos Orb. And you don't even need Chaos Orb. D-Sigil works. Stallion Core works. But if you can get your hands on a Chaos Orb, Brawler is like... If you have the Chaos Orb debuff Brawler, it is literally like an SS tier, bro. It's got its own tier. Maybe I'm glazing it a little bit. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments. Next up, we got Dark Wraith. If I remember right, Dark Wraith went realistically untouched in the... Yeah, surprise package got nerfed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dark Wraith went like realistically untouched. So not too big of a deal. I'd say it just kind of belongs down in C with Necro. I know it can be crazy for like Yarthul and stuff. Maybe we can bump it up to the bottom of B. Paladin. Now, Paladin did just get nerfed a lot, but I still think it's top of A, bottom of S, something like that. Probably bottom of S. God, Paladin's crazy, man. Between its buffing, the fact that you can become a healer with it, and its use during MV is just... It's beyond, man. It's too crazy. It truthfully needed to be nerfed, bro. Next up, we got Blade Dancer. Now, unpopular opinion, I've seen some crazy Blade Dancer builds, bro. Blade Dancer, people that love Blade Dancer have truly found a way to make it crazy. And you gotta respect that. Because I'm putting it at the top of B. Honestly, part of me is tempted to put it above Rogue and Assassin. I think... Dude, we're gonna do it. Blade Dancer above Rogue and Assassin. Now next, this one is gonna get a lot of heat thrown at me. Berserker, after this update, is an S class, bro. It is an S tier class after this update. I've literally seen Carnage one-shot Yarthul with like 4 turns of buffing. All solo. A solo, like 5-turn Yarthul with a singular Carnage. Saint, I feel like Saint is self-explanatory, you know, it's the only healing class. It also is a really good healing class. It's well made. You know, you've got a couple attack moves if you need to. If you have arcane scaling, that one blinding light move can actually be crazy. It can like one-shot a whole squad of desert mobs and stuff. So, bottom of A just for its use, you know, I feel like it's gotta be bottom of A, because, you know, it's the best healing class, because there isn't any other. Now, we got Lancer. Lancer, sadly, is just gonna stay at the bottom of C, or top of C. It's never been that good, right? And people did find a way to use Lancer to its fullest extent on speed builds with the Stultist, but even then, it's still just alright. It's low-key just alright. So Lancer, top of C, that's as far as you're getting. Impaler. In my opinion, Impaler belongs above Dark Wraith, above Hexer, pretty much even with Monk, maybe above Monk, depending on who you're asking. Impaler is pretty strong, does some pretty good damage, obviously has a lot of siphon, you know, you go Draga Impaler, you're pretty much invincible, you're never gonna die. And I feel like that's all there is to say with Impaler. The final class, Elementalist, S. Like, S, dude. In my opinion, Elementalist is one of the strongest classes right now. It got a new buff move that directly buffs Ranger, the new class. A lot of people are saying the new Elementalist move is trash. It's a whole speed buff for the team that makes blocking and dodging easier. And if you're a Ranger, you just get free scaling, dude. So like Elementalist plus Ranger Yarthul, you can probably do a Stinger that goes beyond a one-shot. You can do like a 1600. You might even be able to one-shot a Corrupted Yarthul with an Elementalist and a Ranger alone. But yeah, this is my tier list. As you can see, there's nothing in D class, because I do firmly believe Arcane Lineage is one of the better games when it comes to balancing and keeping classes good. I do think there are some disappointing classes, but overall they do a pretty good job. I genuinely feel like there is not a single D tier class in this game, except for maybe Necro. Maybe you can move Necro down to D. But it did make it to where that one move wasn't a one-time use, which is kind of nice. But yeah, enough of that yap. I hope y'all appreciate this tier list. This is, in my opinion, the most valid tier list out there. I'd say this one is as correct as it gets. And yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure to like this video, check out my other content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.